your traditional search engine optimization versus search engine marketing, which is paid ads and pay-per-click. But before I dive into that, just to tell you a little bit more about myself, my name is Archie Rockydon. I'll be your presenter today. I'm the team lead here at Chiromatrix, and as a company, Chiromatrix has been heavily entrenched in the chiropractic industry really for as long as Google's been around. And the most important thing that I want you to take home from our discussion today is just the importance of paid advertising and being able to differentiate what a paid ad is versus an organic ad or organic listing, or search engine optimization versus search engine marketing. So today I'll be covering just the basics of pay-per-click advertising at a very high level, some key strategies on what you can do to create a high-quality ad and pay-per-click campaign that's going to produce results in a short amount of time. So like I said, this is going to be archived and sent to you, and after the discussion I'll be opening up the line for question and answer. But really I want to start talking about just the importance of pay-per-click advertising and the visibility that it can bring to your practice. So Google AdWords, or pay-per-click marketing, was introduced on November 8th in the year 2000. So last week marked the 15th year of pay-per-click marketing with Google. Since then, Google's search volume has grown from about 20 million searches a day to more than 3 billion, and more than half of that coming from mobile devices. And Google's really dominated the organic results, much like they have with the paid search results or search engine marketing. Last year, they brought in about $60 billion in ad revenue, and for a simple reason, and the reason is it works. AdWords and pay-per-click marketing is really the most effective way to get your services in front of potential patients without being too intrusive. So a couple of questions you might want to ask yourself: why is this important? Why do marketers keep coming back and using pay-per-click advertising? And why do users keep clicking on these paid ads? And the answer is easy. Google's aim, or their end result, or their goal, is to provide the most relevant ads to searchers while giving advertisers the best value. So the value in AdWords as a business owner and marketer is getting your products and services in front of people who are most likely to become your patients. So I'm going to go to Google's front page here just to give you a generalized idea of kind of the landscape of the search result. So if I'm going to use my local area, so chiropractor in San Diego, California. And so this is the search result page. This should be familiar to you guys. Everybody's used Google to look up a service or product or do research. And really, this is just a bunch of items competing for your attention. The paid ads are going to be right at the top of the organic section here, and immediately to the right. And that's everything above the fold. It's going to be the first thing that a user sees when they're searching for keywords or doing research of any kind. So down here is the organic section. And now the organic section lends itself to a lot more credibility, but it also takes a lot of time, effort, and resources to start ranking highly here. And so what I want to differentiate is the instant visibility that a pay-per-click campaign can give you, but also how easy it is to start ranking quickly without all the time and effort it takes to rank organically on the search result page. And so not all ad campaigns are created equal, and in this webinar, really what I want to uncover is some industry secrets to developing an effective pay-per-click campaign. So what we'll be going through today, and some of the topics that we'll be covering, are number one, using pay-per-click ads to get on Google's first page. We want that instant visibility. Now once we have that, we want to attract the ideal patient. And diving deeper into that, we want to attract patients that are in our local areas. So patients that are possibly further along in the buying process, but also that are geographically located where it makes sense to advertise to these folks. And also, lastly, how to ensure immediate results and long-lasting results. So first of all, what is paid advertising? So in a way, pay-per-click advertising works like a silent auction. Advertisers place bids on keywords or phrases that they think their target search for. And when someone searches for keywords that match the advertiser's keyword list, the pay-per-click ad will be displayed on the page. In search engines, a pay-per-click ad is generally just above the organic or to the immediate right of the organic search results where they can easily be seen. So when our clients ask us to define what pay-per-click is, we tell them pay-per-click is a very cost-effective means to get your site noticed by your target audience. So to compare your organic rankings with your paid ads, in a traditional sense, organic rankings take time. And really the best metaphor that I can compare this to is an apple tree, right? So it's like planting and caring for an apple tree. The end result is the apple. For search engine optimization, it takes time. There's a lot of strategy, a lot of effort that's involved. And based on what your competition's doing and your immediate area, SEO can take months, weeks, years. You need to, going back to that metaphor, fertilize the soil, plant the seed, water the plant, and really wait till your tree bears fruit. And with pay-per-click, you skip the entire process and you get straight to the apple. So to differentiate pay-per-click ads from the natural search result page in search engines, going back to where they're listed, you can see here that the pay-per-click ads or the sponsored links are denoted here with a little icon that says ad on them. And this is really beneficial because advertisers get noticed by their target audience, and really the searchers are only showing ads that are relevant to their search terms. So this is going to be directly correlated to the user experience, and you can be certain that your ads are going to be clicked on because they're going to be relevant to the search terms. And so again, talking about the benefits of pay-per-click versus the organic section, the main benefits are time. Unlike organic search rankings that can take months, years to yield effective results, pay-per-click ads are day one, top of the page listings. They're also a little bit more targeted, so pay-per-click campaigns can be tailored to reach specific audiences. Examples of segmentation: you can target specific demographics, geo-targeted searchers, income, age, educational level, so on and so forth. And the main reason why pay-per-click advertising is so effective is that they yield higher conversion rates. So searches using terms that denote high purchase intent, like a service-specific keyword, will really get more clicks than organic results because people clicking on these ads are further along in the buying process. For last year as a whole, pay-per-click ads accounted for about 40% of traffic on the search engines, but yielded close to a 2-to-1 conversion rate. So they've converted twice as much as the organic rankings. And so going back into the slide deck here, really we want to attract your ideal patient. And really the main emphasis that we want to focus on is our keywords. And so a well-run campaign will give you the opportunity to rank instantly on the search results and only attracting the patients that you want to see. So for example, when we do our keyword research, the cornerstone to any successful pay-per-click campaign is really the keywords that you choose. So choosing the best keywords to bid on are the #1 priority when starting out your pay-per-click campaign. So keyword research is really part science and part art. It's about using all the tools at your disposal, but also understanding your customers and really just trying to predict what terms that they're actually searching for. And that's going to be the best way to ensure that your ads show up at the right time at the right place. So some strategies that you can use when you're thinking about what kind of keywords to include in your pay-per-click campaigns will be brand terms, which would be any keywords containing your name, your office name, anything related to your brand. Any generic terms, which would be terms relating to products or services offered, acupuncture, massage, those types of keywords. Any related terms. And these are going to be terms that don't directly relate to what you're searching for, but they're going to be, if you want to focus on maybe symptomatic key terms like neck pain, back pain, or competitor terms, any keywords relating specifically to your competitors that might be running the same ads. So those are kind of the 4 main strategies when deciding on what keywords to include in your pay-per-click campaigns, but also longer-tailed keywords. So what longer-tailed keywords are more specific keywords that would be, how would I put this? That would be a little bit more specific, because the way that people are searching for services or products have really changed to more conversational-based searches, but also longer tail keywords are more specific keywords or phrases that visitors use when they know exactly what they're looking for. For example, a general keyword might be back pain, but in contrast, an example of a long tail keyword might be a phrase like inexpensive San Diego chiropractor for back pain. So by using the long keyword phrases, you target someone that's further along into the decision-making process and is considering cost of a specific healthcare service and not just simply gathering information. So going back into how people are more further along in the buying process, longer tail keywords are going to attract those types of searchers. In addition to that, like I mentioned before, how the landscape of searching has changed, we've already concluded that longer tail keywords are going to provide more cost benefit because they're going to be less competitive. But again, the practical side to this is that voice inputs like Siri on mobile phones enable people to search more conversationally. So these longer tail keyword phrases are going to help cater your pay-per-click campaigns to more prospective patients who are in need of your services. Another thing that will be important in determining keywords, and is just as important as your keyword list, are your negative keywords. So negative keywords are going to be things or certain keywords that you want to include that might prevent your ads from showing up alongside some search queries that might make that irrelevant. An example of this would be, let's see, if you want to target more affluent or more people that are less concerned about price, you would add terms like cheap or free to the negative list to really prevent your ads from appearing alongside those terms. Another relevant keyword or negative keyword would be if you're targeting auto injury patients, and a negative keyword to that campaign group would be lawyer. So anyone looking for an auto injury lawyer, your ad for chiropractic services would not show or would not be displayed. And this is just going to stretch your AdWords budget to make sure that only people that are looking specifically for your services are able to view your ad. So tools like Google's Keyword Planner can really help you determine high volume, low competition keywords that are really the sweet spot for what you should be looking for. And this is going to be that foundation that'll drive substantial traffic without costing you a fortune for your pay-per-click campaigns. So the use for targeting specific patients, the keywords that you use, the negative keywords that you use, all of this should be a running list. And you want to make sure that the keyword list that you have is always a work in progress. You want to continuously grow and refine this keyword list to really avoid any valuable search terms that might be something that you want to include in the future, and you want to avoid missing any valuable low-cost keywords that can drive patients to your site. Okay, so moving right along here, and we talked about keywords. What I really want to leverage here is creating a really compelling ad copy. So going back into what a pay-per-click ad looks like, you'll have the link up here, the ad copy down here. So you have about 95 characters to get your point across. And to make your ad more enticing to users, you really want to just focus on the benefits that your service offers rather than simply listing the features of your services. You want to be clear and concise, use calls to action, but avoid any spamming references like click here today or call now. So there's a lot that goes into it, but if you keep some of the following tips in mind, it's really easy to write a compelling ad copy. And really you want to just focus on kind of what the user experience is like. So be clear on what you're offering. You want to make sure that your landing page corresponds to what your pay-per-click ad is displaying, and really just be upfront about the benefits or problems that you can solve when someone clicks your ad. So for example, if my ad, and I'll show you here what a compelling ad copy might look like. If someone searches for back pain relief, for example, a compelling ad should be relevant to those specific terms. So your PPC ad might read at the top here for the clickable link, back pain treatment, San Diego's best chiropractor, with the ad body down here to read, call Dr. Archie today for immediate relief, same day consultations available, new patients will receive 20% off of their initial consultation. So we want to make sure that we're very clear and concise, that we have all the benefits outlined, and that we have a call to action. Is there a special offer or promotion that we're offering here, and why it makes sense to click this ad versus anything else that might be displayed. So another thing that you can utilize to your benefit to make sure that we can take up the most real estate and capture someone's attention on the search result page is the ad extensions. And basically what ad extensions are extra lines of information to your ad that you can add pretty much for free. You know, they increase your online visibility, allow you to take up more real estate on the first page, and they're just a good way to highlight extra information about your practice, like your business name, phone number, address, maybe links to specific pages, and maybe a link to your Google Plus Ready. We want to make sure that these ad extensions are relevant to the ad, but they also build credibility. And so ad extensions add credibility to your ads and create more reason to click on your link. And really your pay-per-click ads, including extensions, should really leverage location-based keywords, your city, neighborhood, town. We also want to attract any geographic specific markets that we want to include in our AdWords campaign. So leveraging ad extensions, leveraging these specific keywords, they're all going to help create that visibility that you need for a solid pay-per-click campaign while helping you maximize your return on investment. And another important exclusion that you can do, not only including any geographic locations, but you can also exclude certain areas. Maybe there's a particular area that is close to your neighboring town that you might want to draw traffic from, that you want to include in your pay-per-click campaigns, but maybe a town, 2 towns over, maybe 10, 15 miles away, where it doesn't make sense to display your ad. You want to make sure that those are also excluded from the campaign. So you can add IP addresses and geographic locations or exclusions so you don't pay for unnecessary clicks. An example of maybe an IP address that you want to exclude would be maybe IP addresses from your competitors so that they don't see your advertisements and click on them, maybe driving up your cost per click. but also consider excluding geographic locations of users who probably won't travel to your practice for your services. So it's all about maximizing your budget, making sure that your ad is only displayed to the people where it makes sense to display that ad to. Okay, so going into a conversion page or a landing page. Now I touched on this a little bit, but I want to show you really some of the concepts that you want your landing page to look like. So I'm going to pull up our demo site here and go to our landing page, because when someone clicks on your pay-per-click ad, you want to drive them not to just your website, but to a specific place on the website that's relevant to the ad that they clicked. Because we're talking about the user experience, and we're making sure that we've already enticed this user to click on the ad for whatever the ad might be. So you want the next page or next item that they see to be something relevant to what they've clicked on. So once a prospective patient clicks on your ad, you want to direct them directly to a landing page with a lot of calls to action. We want the landing page to not only educate them about the specific offer or promotion, but we want to drive certain aspects of your practice to help convert these visitors into patients. So again, the most important thing that you can do is to make sure that your content matches the ad. So each pay-per-click ad should have its own related landing page. Again, you want the ad, so if someone clicks on your ad and it's about a free consultation, you want that to be kind of the focal point of the landing page. You also really just have 7 seconds to capture someone's attention, so we want to make sure that we have compelling ad copy, your phone number, where they can reach you, any reviews, links to other services. But again, if the ad was on a free consultation, right here is a way that we can automatically generate leads for ourselves, making sure that if they're interested in a free consultation, that they have a way to maybe reach out and contact the office directly, or maybe give you their information if they're not ready to schedule that appointment, so really no one falls through the cracks. We want to make sure that the landing page is as conversion friendly as possible, but also giving you the giving the visitor the availability to reach out to you from a number of different mediums. And so with the landing page, if you can include maybe photos of the practice, photos of the specific treatment, anything that retains or pertains specifically to the ad is going to be beneficial. When we talk about the user experience, specifically for your pay-per-click campaigns, Google is going to assign a pay-per-click campaign a quality score. And along with your bid, or how much you're bidding on these specific keywords, your quality score is going to be kind of the best way that I can put it would be a quality score is kind of like a credit score in Google's eyes. It determines how relevant you are, how credible you are, specifically for your pay-per-click ads. So imagine the best way that I can compare this is imagine two different people walk into a car dealership, one with good credit, the other one with bad credit, and they purchase identical cars. The person that has good credit is going to pay a lot less for the car than the person with poor credit. And so this is directly tied to your quality score as well. So a person with a high quality score tied to their campaign is going to rank a lot more, is going to rank higher than someone that has a low quality score, and they're going to pay a lot less for those same clicks than someone with a low quality score. So the quality score is determined on a couple of things, and it's going to be based on your historical performance, your ad relevancy. Does your ad match the landing page? Does the ad match the relevant keywords? But more so, are you providing a good user experience? If your ad is advertising the color blue and your landing page advertises the color red, it's going to confuse the user, and it's going to not yield a high conversion rate, but more so if the easiest way that you can be assigned a high quality score or get your ads to rank highly is just to think about the user experience. So the quality score that something a high ranking quality score would be an ad to the keywords that that the user is searching for, that the landing page is very relevant to the specific key terms in your historical performance, and really that's going to stretch your AdWords budget a lot further than just lowballing your bids or paying for a high click-through rate. And so if people aren't clicking on your ads, click-through rates are going to be another way that Google assigns your quality score. And you want to make your ads, or you want to separate your ads into ad groups. So you want to consider creating maybe a separate ad campaign for each of the service that you want to offer or each services that you want to advertise. For example, if you're a chiropractor who also offers massage therapy, you can create an ad that focuses on just chiropractic adjustments, and then another ad that focuses purely on managing stress with regular massage. And so that way you'll have better control over the keywords that you have. You'll get a higher click-through rate for each individual campaign. And if your business is seasonal, so should your pay-per-click campaigns. So you want to organize your individual campaigns into separate ad groups, and you should really review this as the structural component for your pay-per-click strategy. So ad groups that contain separate keywords, text ads, and landing pages will really help ensure that all of your components are properly aligned with each other, and really well-aligned ad groups appeal to search engines, which help increase your quality score. And so again, this is really integral in lowering your click-through rate and your cost per click. And that's, in the end, we want the ads to rank highly, to convert more patients, and the only way that you can do that is through A and B testing. So starting off, consider maybe only having 2 ads per ad group so that you can evaluate really 2 competing ads and how they perform against each other. So that's kind of the basics of the landing page, quality score, and that we covered your keyword research. But I want to open up the line to question and answer at this point. You feel free to type in your questions here. And let's see, we'll just give it a couple minutes to see if there's anyone that has any questions. Okay, if there aren't any questions, feel free to reach out to us directly. If you have any questions about your pay-per-click campaigns and just generalized questions not only about pay-per-click but search engine optimization, you can schedule a free consultation with any of our consultants that can help you maybe set up a pay-per-click campaign or reevaluate what you're currently doing. Make sure that you're on the right track here. Feel free to reach out to us directly if you have any questions. But thank you so much for your time today, and I really appreciate it.